What's good, family? Shout out to the Honourable Judge Devil Dog 83 for staying in your man the YB's donations and running them all the way up. No doubt about it, 100%. So we got some breaking news right now regarding your man's team, Tyson Fury. And it's not looking good again. I can't lie to you. In fact, I'll tell you what I will say is, it's very interesting. I made a video when the news broke about Kinahan, aka Daniel Kinahan, and I said to you, in fact the video was titled Team Fury Meltdown, Bob Arum splits with Tyson Fury. Everyone said, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, they haven't split, oh, it's all this kind of stuff. Again, the problem with a lot of you cats is, you don't have the contacts the YB has. That's what you don't have. Listen, I ain't blaming no one, because dopey dons don't know what they don't know. Simple as that. What we do know is, when the YB tell you something, he don't miss. Oops. Yeah? I'm the first one who told you, man, Bob Arum is splitting from Tyson Fury. Now, what do we know now? Next thing you know, obviously Bob Arum's been out running his mouth, slagging off Kinahan, saying he got touched, saying he got pressed, etc, etc. Now, conveniently, Bob Arum has confirmed they're falling out, and or have fell out, and or he's no longer really supporting Tyson Fury. And on that basis, he's removed himself from the event. Don't forget, people, this was the biggest event in boxing history for the last few decades. Do you think Bob Arum won't be coming for any other reason than this? And in fact, I've got another video coming soon. Frank Warren's come out and also blasted Bob Arum, so it all fits in nicely. So anyway, here's the narrative Bob Arum's spinning. Now understand, this is a typical corporate spin. Yeah, they're not going to come out and say, yeah, me and Fury are going through it. Of course, ESPN are still representing this fight, so Bob Arum, in fact, still Top Rank, still representing this fight, even though Bob Arum now is taking a step back from being all in the video, like P. Diddy. Still, financially speaking, ESPN and whoever else are on the hook. So, again, he ain't going to come out and say, oh, I've split from from Europe's number one trap star, but Tyson Fury is dirtied, whatever, for carrying on with him. They ain't going to do that. Yeah? Publicly, they'll come out with a little crap like this. Oh, I'm not coming because I'm sick. Typical stuff. I mean, for every single thing, yeah, the most PC way to exit ever since 2020 has been, oh, I've got C19. Let's be real now. Even Tyson Fury himself used that playbook back in July 2021 with the Wilder fight. Yeah, Fury didn't feel like turning up against Wilder, so he cancelled it and said, oh, I got C19, even though he'd been pictured buying cars and all sorts. Anyway, let's read out this official statement from Bob Arum of Top Wank. I'm excited to watch Tyson Fury defend his titles on Saturday against Chilean Shite in front of 94,000 fans at Wembley Stadium. Unfortunately, I will be unable to attend as I am recovering from mild C19 symptoms. I'll be cheering on the GK from home as I watch on ESPN pay-per-view. Now again, what I find most interesting, what day was it? It was only 2 days ago. Or was it 2 days? I'm not sure. Whenever it was only a few days ago that Bob Arum was in the press conference, on the online Zoom press conference. Not even a lick of C19, so what's Bob Arum been doing? Licking public toilet seats or something? Innit? It's mad. There's no way this is real. Bottom line, he was full of juices, Bob Arum was. Yeah? And in fact, like I said, I've got another video coming soon. Frank Warren today came out and said they let the veil slip. And I knew this anyway. I told you this. I told you Bob Arum was splitting from Team Fury. He has to. He's been touched. Yeah? Told you that already. But anyway, Frank Warren let the veil slip. And like I said, I'm going to have to do a video on this in its own right. But just to let you man know that essentially, one of the interviewers said to Frank Warren, oh Frank, how's Bob doing? He's not turned up because of C19. And Frank Warren said, oh no. He said, Frank Warren basically completely ignored the C19 thing and went into a big thing about, oh, I don't agree with the things that Bob Arum said, and Bob Arum has made his statements, and me and Tyson don't agree with them statements about Kinahan, and yeah, all this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, we don't want it to be awkward, all this kind of stuff. Basically, the point is, Frank Warren confirmed that this Bob Arum's absence has nothing to do with C19. Because, I mean, how... Why is the interviewer questioning you on C19, which is the official party line, and you're going into a big rigmarole about how you don't agree with the things Bob Arum said? Oops. Which shows they're falling out and they're going through it. Yeah, because Bob's been done way too much. I did videos earlier in the week. Bob started even saying things like, oh, yeah, Kinahan forced me. And in fact, Frank Warren, again, he addresses them rumours. Frank Warren says, oh, and Bob said that he's been forced. El Trapahan, Kinahan's never forced me to do anything. All this kind of stuff. So, like I said, it shows it's all one of them ones right now. Everyone going all the way through it right now. 100%. What I will say is, I am glad. Again, I've got another video coming soon. Tyson Fury has actually finally, some brave interviewer, respect to him. There's been one interviewer to actually, not Coogan, not Shilligan Cassius, no good. Not all the goons at Boxing Social. There was one cat, don't know who it was, one cat actually put it on Tyson Fury and asked him the question. So fair play to him. But my point is, I've been kind of worried about how Tyson Fury is dealing with this. For me, yeah, the only chance Chilean Shite has in this fight would be for Tyson Fury to be stressed out because of this whole Kinahan stuff. Without that, I give Dillian no chance. Especially now, like I said the other day, we've seen Tyson Fury preparing southpaw. Oops. The YB knows too much about boxing. I told you what was going to happen. And Tyson Fury coming out southpaw, Chilean Shite's got no chance. Yeah, because Dillian Whyte's left hook ain't even all that anyway, in my opinion. But even if it was, the southpaw, it ain't going to land. Especially not against someone 6'9" and defensively tricky. I've never... show me someone landing a good left hook against a southpaw. Show me it. Especially a big lanky one at that. You don't exist. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm glad that Fury's come out and shut all this down. Or he showed his confidence about the situation, because it implies... I mean, it might be a front. He might be super scared, but he looked pretty confident to me. Although, there is still the argument, why isn't Tyson Fury airing out Dillian? Dillian again wasn't there for the open workout. For me, disappointing. Even though Team Fury are now shilling about, oh, me and Dillian are best friends again now. But I don't get it. Throughout this whole... Fury had a few interviews today, obviously, at the open workout, and we didn't hear nothing negative out of Fury's mouth. It was all, oh well, yeah, Dillian's my best friend, and it's just all a bit dead, to be honest. It's turned me off massively. I was gassed for this fight. Even without Dillian, I was happy for Fury to be riding him, but now it's all just got a bit, it's moist now, way too moist for me. Even though I don't think that it'll make much difference to the fight. Well, I don't know actually, who knows? Because for me at least, part of the reason fights get interesting is because you want to see Team Fury having a go on Dillian. Imagine the press conference. Or imagine how angry Dillian would be if Tyson Fury came out and exposed, yo, Dillian, why have you got some big burly man, 6'5"? Why you got a fake brother around you? Yeah, I've got real brothers around me, but why you got these fake ass buff dudes from Brixton who are taking your second name? Are you married? Imagine that. Dillian's head will be gone. All this woof about, oh, Dillian's in Fury's head. Do you know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to get that now, because for whatever reason, Fury's lost his back end. And I think it's just disappointing myself. Fury should be riding Dillian. Dillian's, people who've been following the channel know that Dillian's earned this. Dillian has earned to be ridden. Yeah? Now I guess you can still say, well, YB, don't worry, he's going to get ridden in the ring, but that's the point. I think for the fight's sake, the best fight will be if Fury's cooked Dillian psychologically. Because then Dillian his brain, his blood will be full of cortisol, he will come running out and just get chinned. It's a bit like Jose Aldo. Conor McGregor, he worked Jose Aldo so much psychologically. Aldo came running out and was just begging. His central nervous system was so exhausted, he just couldn't wait to go to sleep. And that's what happened. And I think that's what, imagine, if Tyson Fury exposed the fact that Dillian was on the down low and married to Dean. If that came out, Dillian wouldn't be able to sleep for days, and he'd come running forward and get chinned and he'd be sleeping again, just like he was against the 50-year-old uncle, Povetkin. Yeah? And now, though, if anything, if we're honest with ourselves, Team Whyte are on the offensive. Let's be real now. Whyte's the one been saying, "Oh, Fury's been ducking me." Whyte all of a sudden that is now gone from being silent and scared to being on the offensive, and Fury's the one talking, being all neutral, talking about, "Oh well, it's just dead, man. I'm sorry, dead." But so yeah, there's two sides to it. In the main, I think this ain't really bothering Fury so much, and I don't think it's going to make much difference to the performance. But still, it's interesting dynamic to see. And this, for me, even though I told you that Bob Arum was splitting, this really does, as far as proof goes, apart from the people who have told me behind the scenes it was happening, this now 100% doubles down. There's no way Bob Arum, this is the biggest event ESPN have put on, full stop. I guess in the US, maybe the Wilder fight was bigger, but still. Do you think Bob Arum wouldn't be there if it wasn't for this? And from what I've heard as well, one of the key, apart from the awkwardness, one of the key reasons Bob Arum isn't turning up is he's not sure he could, but he's kind of nervous about his security. He doesn't want to go there. Think about it. Let's be real now. I did say in my last video on this topic, when Bob Arum came out, exposing or saying that, "Oh, Kinahan's been bullying me," or whatever, I said, listen, if Bob Arum ends up dead in the next few days or next few months or whatever, you best believe, because to some extent Bob Arum's been snitching, So I said, listen, if he as old as Bob is, if he passes away in the near future, you know what it is. So again, I've heard one of the key reasons, apart from the awkwardness, the key reasons is Bob Arum didn't want to have to come to the UK and have a whole bunch of security, because his safety could not be guaranteed in the UK. Europe is Kinahan's. I mean, if you look at the list, the only people who've got more hits than Kinahan is the Clintons. Oops, 100%. That's the only. You best believe Kinahan, bodies be dropping, and Bob will be an easy body to drop. He old anyway. Ain't no one gonna ask too many questions. So that is, Bob was essentially, from what I've heard, kind of nervous now that he's dug up all the whatever. He's nervous about potentially going to the UK and not coming back. Going to the UK and ending up shooting himself in the head. You know what I mean? Going to the UK and ending up shooting himself 4 times in the back of the head. One of them ones. One of them super duper suicidal ones. So this confirms there's definitely a fallout. Frank Warren doubles down on that. Video coming soon. How this plays out is going to be very interesting. Because, again, I mean, think about it. The question is now, people, has Bob Arum been chatting to the feds? Because that would be another reason. What's that old saying? Guilt was. Well, if you feel guilty about something, put it this way, if I'd just been chatting to the feds, let me tell you, what would be the last thing I'll be doing? If I'd been chatting to the feds, the last thing I'll be doing would be going to the event. Oh, there's no way. It'd be awkward, wouldn't it? Having to grin teeth, knowing I've just been chatting, telling everyone's business. You'd be staying away, keeping yourself away from the action, or keeping yourself away from the people involved. So all this, the fact, Bob, I'm actually shocked. I said I didn't think the event would be pulled, but I honestly thought that Bob Arum would be there. I really do. So this shows you how serious things are, I believe. Bob Arum not turning up to one of his headline events. Wow. It's mad right now. It really is mad. And how this progresses over the future, will Bob Arum turn official state's witness? We don't know, but who knows? Again, if these actions are to go by anything, Bob is taking this serious. Refusing to come to the UK because of safety concerns is a serious thing. That's not no joke. 100%. Not missing this event because of whatever reason is a serious thing. It implies there's stuff serious going on behind closed doors regarding this event. If I'd have told you a few days ago, that Bob Arum wouldn't be coming to this event because of stuff involving Kinahan, you'd have called me a liar. And here we are. So let's see how it plays out anyway. No doubt.